जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं
Paramahamsa Nityananda is a rare living incarnation, a yogi by birth. He has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English, books in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese, with translations in 26 languages are available. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 8,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services, ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world offer exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. Having meditation centers in 151 countries including Bidadi, Tiruvannamalai, Rajapalyam, Salem, Hyderabad, Varanasi, Los Angeles, Ohio, Seattle, San Jose and Phoenix. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation. A contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers. Adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, he has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands, gracing them with spiritual powers. A spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples worldwide in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places like Bangalore, Hyderabad and Tiruvannamalai in India. A dynamic young guru who is an inspiration to thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online. A beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
We'll start the satsang. First question.
Today we have some questions from our Gurukul children. The first question is from G. Sahitya, Nityananda Gurukul. She's asking Nityanandam Swamiji, Swamiji, why is the mind not getting the truth of reality and just coming out of Maya, even when the mind knows Maya is bad? What is mind versus Maya? How can Maya be broken?
Swamiji, why is the mind not getting the truth of reality and just coming out of Maya? Even when the mind knows Maya is bad, what is the mind versus Maya? How can Maya be broken? Sahitya, first thing, only when you eat the bitter fruit, you think eating is wrong. Understand this Mundaka Upanishad story. In Mundaka Upanishad, there is a beautiful story. On the top branch of a tree, a golden, huge bird is sitting, shining, unclutched state in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, almost like Dakshinamurti. In the lower level branch, one small bird is sitting. That guy tries to jump from this branch to that branch and tries to taste different fruits. When he eats the bitter fruit, he feels really bad and looks above. He sees that bird sitting in samadhi, in ecstasy. You can see now, in NTV, this bird which is trying to eat the fruit. Whenever she eats the bitter fruit, she looks at the bird which is sitting above, silently, like Dakshinamurti, Shiva, and feels, why I should not be like that bird, be out of all the Maya. But unfortunately, the same small bird, when it eats tasty fruit, it forgets eating is Maya. Understand, Sahitya, when you say, when mind knows Maya is bad, why is it not coming out? Whenever it knows Maya is bad, it comes out. But after 2-3 minutes, it thinks, no, Maya is tasty. When you drink the neem juice, you think, oh, it is so bad. But when you are drinking the juice, apple juice, orange juice, you think, no, drinking is so great. Mind does not understand throughout the 24 hours, Maya is bad.
Discover the secrets of health and wealth in one package. For the first time, a 2-day health and wealth workshop by Paramahamsa Nityananda. 100% healing for a range of ailments. Wipe out illness from body, mind and being. Awaken your body's natural intelligence and healing powers. Overcome stress and powerfully resolve your wealth-related conflicts. Discover the secrets of creating and celebrating wealth.
Let me tell you step by step how you build the patterns. First, the memory. Morning 7 o'clock, coffee is very nice. After 1 month, it becomes samskara, engram. Morning 7 o'clock, I should have coffee. After 1 year, it becomes muscle memory. Means morning 7 o'clock, if I don't get coffee, I will feel little low mood. I'll feel low, feel little irritated.
Dynamic interactive awareness sessions that reveal the secrets of a perfect health and having abundance in wealth.
I will have headache. That is biomemory. After 6-7 years or 10 years, really one day you are caught somewhere, you are not able to get coffee and having headache, rolling on the ground, that is DNA level. Now understand how the memory becomes samskara, engram. Engram becomes pattern. Pattern becomes muscle memory. Muscle memory becomes biomemory. Biomemory becomes DNA level pattern.
Intense meditations and kriyas that holistically instill a transformed health and wealth consciousness in you. At Baroda, from March 24th to March 25th, 2012. Contact 91-851-11-25239.
Just yesterday, somebody was telling me, my whole heart is in so much love with you, but my mind suspects your genuinity. It doubts your genuinity. So much of distress. How can I handle this? Torture. I tell you, it's real torture. It's a real curse you bring upon yourself. But unfortunately, because it is Atma Shapa, means you gave this curse to you. You only have to come out of it. I can't do anything. Only a person who cursed you can get you out of that curse. It is you who gave that curse to you. Understand this one basic truth. End of your life, whether your mind is going to judge your life is a success or failure, or whether your heart is going to judge your life is success or failure. Find out that. Understand, your heart only is going to judge. Your mind will lose its power over you. When you are in deathbed, when you are in the end of your life, seeing your accounts, income and expense, when you are judging yourself completely, when you are calculating, when you are doing the final calculation of your life, your heart is going to be the judge, not your mind. If your mind is judge, all the rich fellows should have a complete satisfied death. Because as far as the mind is concerned, money, high achievement, status, everything is great. Enjoyment, this, that, beauty, life, good husband, amazing kids, wonderful house, good friends, family. If mind is going to be the judge, then all the fellows who are rich, who has all these things, should be having a very fulfilling death, very fulfilling end, very satisfying end. But that is not happening. I tell you, it is your heart which is going to be the judge, whether your life is satisfying, complete, or you wasted your life. Whenever you have dilemma between mind and heart, always choose heart. Because even if you are a failure, as per the mind, heart is the one who is going to make the judgment in the end of the life. Heart is the one which is going to say, tell yourself, have you fulfilled yourself or not? Mind will just give a mind is a prostitute. Understand? It will just play any side. One small reason is enough for mind to completely tumble you, make you lose your very basis of life. Why do you think millions of people commit suicide? Because when mind tumbles you, just makes you imbalanced, momentary, after that which you can never repair. You do things which you can never repair. Suicide is always the decision of mind, never the heart. Say or write, when they write, oh, his heart is broken, he committed suicide. No, his mind is broken, he committed suicide. Never heart. Sahitya, your mind never realizes Maya is bad all the time. It realizes only for few seconds, few moments. Not more than that. Not more than that. The only way to break the Maya is 24 hours your mind remembering Maya is bad. 24 hours you remembering anything heard, any idea inserted into you is delusion, and it is bad. Understand, ultimately even the ideas I am giving you, these ideas I can say in a way it is not bad, but it is not ultimate. These ideas only to be used like a one tan to remove another one tan. That's all. Even the idea of unclutching, which I am giving, the initiation, which I am giving. Now these truths like Maya is bad, this is just to be used to remove the earlier tan. It's like a finger pointing to the moon. The finger itself is not the moon. The idea which I am giving itself is not truth. It is only a counter ideas to remove the wrong ideas which is there in you already. Initial level, remember, Maya is bad 24 hours. Naturally, you will come out of it. It can be broken. Next.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
The next question is from Krishna from Nityananda Gurukul. He is asking Nityanandam Swamiji, in one satsang you told God is responsible for everything. Then why does he create Maya for all of us? You also told that only God can remove it. Why do we have to go through this? In gratitude.
In one satsang you told God is responsible for everything. Then why does he create Maya for all of us? You also told that only God can remove it. Why do we have to go through this? Krishna, first thing, when I said God is responsible for everything, it is more a statement of realization, not the statement of factuality, statement of truth. It is from my experience. That statement is true only when you also experience. So without having that experience, the next statement you make does not make meaning. You say, then why does he create Maya for all of us? It's like you are asking, Swamiji created the Gurukul, then why did he create the classrooms where we have to sit and study? Sometime. And you also know, I can remove you from the classroom. And this moment I can say, come on, you don't need to attend the classroom. And you are asking, why do we need to go through this? Because you need to evolve. Maya is classroom created by God. Understand? Unless you go through the classroom, you don't get matured to know many of the truths. Many of the truths are internalized by you only when you go through the classroom. And only when you spend a lot of time in the classroom, you learn to enjoy the outside garden. When you come out, you feel, wow, garden is really great. If you are never put in the classroom, you take garden for granted. If you are never put in Maya, you take God for granted. Maya teaches the greatness of God. The heat teaches you the greatness of shadow. Fire teaches you the happiness in coolness. Maya teaches you the happiness in God. Maya teaches you so strongly. Once you go into the Maya and come out, you never come out of God after that. Now you know you can't take it for granted.